Happy Halloween to everyone. Crypto Underground is back with an update video on Bitcoin, of course, after this big Halloween crash that we had yesterday, guys. On Halloween itself, it looks like that Bitcoin is about to retest our new resistance here. We're gonna have a look what are my expectations and, of course, also what the indicators are telling us right now. If we have time, we're gonna cover also quickly some updates on Bitcoin Hyper, Pepe Node, or also Hyper Sui. We have new cryptos upcoming, guys, that you can check out with the links here in the video description, and of course also be subscribed here and sign up to all exchanges that I'm using, like 2Bit Exchange or KC Exchange. Everywhere you get some nice bonuses. Right now on 2Bit Exchange there is this special Halloween event going on where you can participate and trade and win some prizes and stuff like that. And of course also on KC Exchange you can trade without paying any trading fees and also no withdrawal fees on your money. So that's why very nice bonuses here on all of those exchanges. You can check them out with the links here in the video description. So be subscribed here, guys. We're gonna cover Bitcoin today mainly because we have the monthly close today, the weekly close on the CME. And also after this huge Halloween effect here, this Halloween dump that we have seen, now we have gotten this recovery, this little recovery here in the last couple of hours. And we're going to have a look into the indicators. What are the expectations if we're going to recover here and push towards the next resistance here at 117K, or if we get rejected and of course come back down towards 105K. So make sure, guys, to always do your own research, especially if you're trading here in the crypto space. It's always involved with high risk, especially if you're trading with leverage. So always keep that in mind. And also, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to show you my own opinions, price analysis and observations here in the market. So make sure always to do your own research. Since I'm not a financial advisor, everything is no financial advice. And here in the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, you can see that yesterday, especially here in the line chart, you can see that we had a lot of support here at the support trend line and resistance up here. And of course, after this meltdown, so after we had a 4-hour close below the support at around 110K, we had this meltdown down to 105K. And of course, everyone now is very fearful and expecting that the cycle top is already in for Bitcoin, which is of course potentially the case, since time-wise we should have gotten the top before the 24th of November and of October, I'm sorry, and we got it at 126K. But the thing is that based on the chart, we still have in theory room left and also the chance to continue to go to higher levels, not only because of the traditional markets that is still printing new all-time highs, but also for Bitcoin itself. We didn't break any kind of important support levels on the higher time frames, and that's why this, what we are seeing right now, this crash down to 105K could be temporary, because everything in the higher time frames is still looking good. But of course, there are some concerns that we're going to have a look today. So in the 4-hour time frame, I think a bounce is incoming, guys, because if you're trading with my indicators, you can get them, of course, if you contact me over on Telegram. You can join it here, the Telegram group channel, X, Rumble, everything is also here. So check it out, guys. Maybe in the future we're going to do a live stream with the indicator. We will see. I have some plans, but of course I keep you updated. And you can see that in the 4-hour time frame we are getting buy signals and everything is recovering again. Also the money flow is coming up again. So everything is pointing out that we have the chance to go back above $110,500. This is the current resistance, because once we break it, so once we see 4-hour closes above $110,500, it's very likely that we're going to rally first here towards 114,000, where we have the 200 moving average lining up, and then finally again to retest the resistance at 117K. If we would go above 117K, it's possible that we're gonna retest 120K. That's, in my opinion, the final boss to confirm if we are back in a bull run or not. And all indicators in the 4-hour are looking great. Only in the daily time frame, we have now also a problem here. $112,000, the median line of the calendar channels. We closed yesterday below, and we are now in theory on the bearish control zone. Also the indicators are all crossing bearish, so this is a warning sign that maybe in the next coming days, even if short term we could see a rally towards 112K or higher, that eventually we're getting rejected somewhere. So this is what we have to keep a close eye on the indicators, because they're all crossed bearish right now because of the move of yesterday. The only good thing here is really that money flow is still in green and still stable going up. And this, of course, can turn around the indicators very quickly, but we will need to see as soon as possible daily closes above 112k to be bullish again. On the weekly, as I told you guys, also here the indicators are still shifted to the downside. Money flow is stable, positive, RSI coming down to test the 50 level. So all indicators since weeks, so basically since the all-time high up here, they crossed bearish, and since then we have seen this correction. And here, as I told you, we are still above the 50 weekly moving average at 103k. As long as we have the weekly closes above it, the bull run continues, or at least the bull run has the chance here, or Bitcoin has the chance to be proven that we are still in a bull run, and after this correction here down to the 50 weekly moving average, that we're gonna see another big leg up very soon. Doesn't matter what the indicators are doing, because every time that we come down to the 50 weekly moving average, so every time that we came down here to the 50 weekly moving average, afterwards we have seen a big pump, and it can happen again. And that's why, as long as this is the case, the chances are here that the bull run continues. But of course, as soon as we would see weekly closes below here, so below the 50 weekly moving average right here at 103k, then of course we could enter here into a massive downtrend and bear market for the whole year of 2026. But until then, hopium is still alive. And if we go over into the monthly chart, guys, you can see that here, unfortunately, the month of October is also going to close negative. And you can see that the top side of the Kelton channels is at $121,000. So in order to expect parabolic moves for Bitcoin to go into new all-time highs, we would need to see monthly closes back above $121,000. We need to go parabolic, and Bitcoin is only doing that whenever we have those monthly closes above the top side of the Kelton channel. So this red moving average here, whenever we close above, we go parabolic to the upside. And in this bull run, we never had really a sustainable parabolic run up, always pump and sideways consolidation, because in the previous bull runs, we always had those parabolic moves here into the new all-time high. And of course into the cycle top, always above the top side of the Kelton channels. Also here in 2017, 2021 here. So every time we had monthly closes above the top side of the Kelton channels, we had those parabolic run-ups. You can also see here in 2013, in 1 month, we read it from $200 all the way up to $1,200. So you, of course, such things we can forget now with this big market cap of Bitcoin. But also here, it is possible that, of course, at some point, we could see like one monthly candle going straight up, for example, here to 180k, the 618 Fibonacci extension level that so far always was reached. And then from there on in the next months, then crash down into a bear market or something like that. So for Bitcoin, everything is possible. But of course, right now we are in this critical zone below the top side of the Kelton channels. And normally whenever we are below the top side of the Kelton channels, at any time we can crash down to the median line. And when we have monthly closes below, we crash basically into the cycle low. Currently the median line is at 88k. So that's why you see here, Bitcoin starts to rally and always comes close to the median line of the Kelton channels on the monthly. If this happens again, it would be down here at around 88 to 90k before eventually then we're gonna continue the bull run, maybe end of next year or something like that. That's why you should be ready for that scenario, guys. And that's why, yes, we have the chance to resume the bull run, but it needs to happen as soon as possible, because otherwise, time-wise, we have basically a timing problem. And also looking at the US dollar dominance, you can see that here, if we zoom out, you can see that we are at a critical point. Big rejection here. And then, of course, continuation of the bull run, because here we are inverse correlated. Or if this breaks out to the upside, big bear market in front of us. We are at the decision point again, once again here. Like we did every time when we reached this level here, Bitcoin had a massive correction. And we are again here at this stage. So will we see again the same thing, big crash down and continuation of the bull run? Or are we going to get here a bear market if this thing breaks out to the upside? So we will see, guys. In any case, I keep you updated, so be subscribed here. Time will tell what will happen. The altcoins will be following Bitcoin, of course, wherever Bitcoin is going. We have the chance here, guys, to resume the uptrend, to resume the bull run. But as I told you, it really needs to happen as soon as possible. Otherwise, here we'll really have a timing problem. And yeah, therefore, of course, I'm focusing right now into Bitcoin and not buying anymore too much into altcoins that are already out on exchanges. I'm also buying a bit more into new upcoming cryptos, because they are always doing their own thing whenever they're launching, especially the hyped ones like Bitcoin Hyper, reaching now almost 26 millions, guys. This is insane. I think that this one is almost over. So get on board as soon as possible before this one is launching, because once this is launching, I'm pretty bullish for this new project, this new layer 2 on top of Bitcoin. You can enter here by buying with Ethereum, Tether, whatever coin you want. Of course, course. Also credit card is allowed here, or Solana payments as well. You can also stake it for 46% reward. Some Pepe Note the same, Hypersui also. This one here is currently available at the pre-sale price of this one over here. At the current stage, this price goes up with every stage until it's reaching the listing price of 9 cents, and then it comes out on exchanges and so on, based here on the website. So join it if you want. All links in the video description as always, guys, for Hypersui, Bitcoin Hyper, and so on. I'm in it, and if you want to be following me, check the links in the video description. Always be on the safe websites. Only there you can get those coins. And of course, be subscribed here because I keep you updated about those projects and of course about Bitcoin. So that's it for now, guys. As I told you, very high risky right now to trade with leverage, Bitcoin and the altcoins. Of course, you can do money or gains whenever the price is going up or down in both directions. And of course, also with new hyped upcoming cryptos, always do your own research. This is all no financial advice, but this is what I'm doing currently. I'm not touching too much the altcoins that I anyway have already, in case that we would go up. But if we're going to crash down, I prefer to be sitting into new upcoming cryptos with low market cap that at least has the potential to go up at launch. And that's why I'm buying more into new cryptos and of course trading Bitcoin right now on different exchanges, especially the ones that currently you can get some nice Halloween bonuses. So happy Halloween to everyone, guys. I hope that this Halloween effect is over for Bitcoin and that we're going to go to new all-time highs very, very soon, but it needs to really happen as soon as possible. So let's see what happens. At least until then, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, be subscribed, and we're going to see us all in the next one. Crypto Underground, over for now.